Hi, I'm Kurt Fausch from the Department of Fish, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology at Colorado State University. I'm a professor of fisheries biology, and I've worked on stream fish, specifically trout and salmon, in the West and throughout the world. So in Colorado, the native trout are cutthroat trout, and specifically in this part of Colorado, greenback cutthroat trout along Colorado's Front Range.
The greenback, once thought to be extinct, is designated as a threatened species under the Endangered Species Act, and efforts have begun to restore a large population to the Cache la Poudre headwaters, located near Long Draw Reservoir in Colorado.
The biggest threat to the remaining populations we have of the greenback are non-native trout like brook trout, which were brought from the east in the late 1800s.
Our research shows that cutthroat trout need larger streams with warmer temperatures that are free from brook trout if they're going to thrive in Colorado.
PhD student Doug Peterson and I conducted a big field experiment and found that cutthroat trout fry survived 13 times better when brook trout were removed compared to control streams. And survival of yearling cutthroat was more than twice as high when the brook trout were removed. Surprisingly, however, adult cutthroat survival was the same whether brook trout were removed or not. So the experiment proved that brook trout could decimate cutthroat populations over time by competition and predation during their first 2 years of life. PhD students Amy Herrig and Mark Coleman found that when native cutthroat trout are isolated in high mountain streams above barriers that keep brook trout out, the fry can't grow enough to survive the first winter. Basically, they can't get large enough and lay down enough fat during the short growing season.
Fisheries researchers and managers are working to identify streams with higher temperatures that can support greenback cutthroat survival and reproduction, and to establish barriers to keep brook trout out.
This is why the Long Draw project is so important. Cutthroat trout need larger streams with warmer temperatures that are free from brook trout if they're going to thrive in Colorado. The team of scientists and volunteers from a group of federal and state agencies and nonprofits and universities are following in the footsteps of my colleague Bob Benke, who pioneered cutthroat trout conservation. And they're working to create a stronghold for these fish above a barrier in the Big South Cache la Poudre watershed.
To learn more and to help restore Colorado's native trout, visit the Rocky Mountain Flycasters website.